Hello friends, welcome in the beautiful world of Acharya's Academy. So first of all, I will congratulate you all that you opted to make your career in science field. That too, it may be in engineering or medical field. So today we are going to discuss the topics of physics in the course of bridge course in our Acharya's Academy. So before going to the details of this course, I will share you some basic things why we thought to introduce this course to you. My dear friends, the bridge course itself, it says that it is a bridge between your secondary level academics to the higher secondary level academics. So सेकेंडरी लेवल का जो एकेडमिक्स है उसका दुनिया और हायर सेकेंडरी लेवल का जो एकेडमिक्स है उसका दुनिया नाउ इट्स टोटली डिफरेंट. It goes more on basis theoretical understanding, it goes more on this basis practical understanding or more numerical solving. So we made this course so that you can connect your secondary academics to your higher secondary, that is 11th 12th GNET, anything which you are opting for. So most of the time, whether the student is studying for engineering or medical, physics and chemistry are the basic subjects, but that too physics is considered a very hard subject, which in reality is not. It's not a hard, but it's very interesting subject. Most of the time students feel it hard just because it has numericals, and the objective of this bridge course is to make you free from this fear that physics is hard just because it has numericals. We need to solve numericals, and because of numericals we feel that physics is very tough subject. But my dear friends, let me tell you, physics is not a difficult subject, it's not a hard subject, it's just a tricky subject. But if you are having some instruments to tackle this, then why do I? Isn't it? So to mitigate this fear of hardness or difficulty in this subject called physics, that too in numericals, in bridge course I am going to teach you some basic mathematical tools which will help you to tackle this fear of hardness in this subject. This subject, the concepts are very easy, but we just fail because of mathematics. So this course will help to those who are opting for medical or to those who are opting for engineering equally, because in engineering you must study mathematics, but in medical students most of the time they अरे मैथ तो अपना सब्जेक्ट है ही नहीं, क्यों उसे पढ़ने का, उतना क्यों टेंशन लेने का. बायोलॉजी is giving 50% weightage, physics chemistry 25 it's 50, so let us have 50 plus 25 75, it's okay. So please don't be in that situation. Numericals are there in chemistry too. Maths is not going to leave you till you become doctor or engineer. Okay, so please don't neglect this mathematics or this mathematical calculations, focus on it. So whatever basics are needed for this mathematics we are going to learn in this bridge course. So let us begin with our first chapter of our bridge course. Before going to the first chapter, let me tell you what the things I am going to discuss in this bridge course. So mostly I am going to deal with mathematical chapters which are very essential to solve the numericals of physics. So in this bridge course we are going to discuss on the basics maths for physics. So mostly we'll start with our first chapter, that is logarithm, how it is important in physics, solving the numericals of physics. Then we'll discuss about trigonometry. Obviously, are you seeing logarithm is related with our indices. Trigonometry we just have in 9th and 10th we studied about trigonometry. You may or may not heard the term vector. but mostly we have heard in physics scalar and vectors. So we are going to discuss mathematical calculations in vectors, differentiation, integration, and finally we'll have some mathematical concepts from quadratic equations. So this is the content of our bridge course under the topic of basics maths for physics. So let us begin with our first chapter, that is logarithms. So before going to teach what is the logarithm, today I want to discuss with you the basics of indices. You must have gone through these basics in your secondary education, but now before moving to the higher secondary education, we must revise it and go to the next level. So indices you may be knowing, but I'm just revising indices so that if some student is having any problem or difficulty, he can be solved here at the first stage only. And then we'll go to the logarithms. In reality, indices is the basic part of logarithm. In this session today, we are going to discuss about indices, laws of indices, and we have some examples, and then I will give one assignment for you to solve. So let us begin. What is indices? So my dear friends, I will not going to give you a definition what is indices, but in short I will tell you the concept what is indices. Indices, it is a plural word. In singular it is called as index. You must have heard. So what is this index we are going to learn. So we know the numbers, isn't it? Now here is a 4 number. If I multiply this 4 number 3 times, isn't it? What I call it? I call it as a cube, correct? So this power which we raise to this number called 4, so this is called as index. Are you getting it? Yeah, you know these things, just I'm revising it. So 4 is called as base and 3 is called as index. It is also called as power. So we can read this number, that is 4 to the power 3. We can read it as 4 raised to 3. 4 raised to 3. What it means? 4 is multiplied 3 times. 4 is multiplied 3 times. So basically index is nothing but any number, how many times we multiply it is shown by just putting a number on its head. Then this number is called as, this m is called as power or index. Okay, so logarithm is related to this m. We'll study in logarithm what is, how it exactly related with indices. So indices, I hope you must be understood what is indices. So let's move forward and understand what are the different laws of indices. I am discussing these laws because these laws are very much important in solving logarithmic problems. So this is the first law of indices, that is a to the power m multiplied a to the power n is equal to a to the power m plus n. Here my dear friend, see, this multiplication problem got converted into addition problem. This was a multiplication problem, it got converted into addition problem. What it means? If the base is the same and we multiply these two numbers, then the power get added, isn't it? The power of first number was m, second number is n, and when we multiply these two numbers, then the power gets added. This is the first law. You must remember all these laws. Second law is in term of division, and that division got converted into subtraction here. एक नंबर है a to the power m, दूसरा नंबर है a to the power n. जब हम इसका डिवीजन करते हैं तो डिवीजन गेट कन्वर्टेड इनटू, in one sense this problem of division got converted into the problem of subtraction. कैसे? तो बेस सेम होने के कारण जो पावर है हमने उस पावर का सब्ट्रैक्शन कर दिया. हाँ, आंसर विल नॉट बी चेंजिंग. So the third law of this indices is, if the base is raised to the power m and that number is raised to the power n, a raised to m raised to n, in such cases these two powers they get multiplied. So here a to the power m to the power n is equals to a to the power m into n, or that can also be written as a to the power m n. So you must remember these laws because these are very essential laws for our mathematical calculation in physics. This is the fourth law, that is a to the power 0 is equal to 1. A is any number. So any integer, if you are having power 0, let us consider 3 to the power 0, answer is 1, or 4 to the power 0, answer is 1, a to the power 0, answer is 1. Anything raised to 0, answer is always, oh sorry, here I wrote 0, it's 1, answer is always 1. So next law, a to the power minus m is equals to 1 upon a to the power m. So if we want to change the sign, we just have to reciprocal, have to make it reciprocal. So a to the power minus m, if you want to make it positive, we just have to put it like this, a to the power m. Or if we have a to the power m and we make it reciprocal, it will become a to the power minus m. So these laws, they are very much important, so please remember these laws. So now let us have some basic understanding regarding these laws. Let us say one example. If you have number 4 to the power 3 into 4 to the power 2, so using this law, what will become? Base is same, then we must have to add powers. So power will become 2 plus 3 plus 2 is equals to 4 to the power 5, isn't it? If you have another example, 2 to the power 3 into 2 to the power 3, it will become 2 to the power 6. It will become 64. So you can use these laws because these laws are very much important in our logarithm. That's why I'm just revising these laws. Similarly, you can have for these laws 4 to the power 3 divided by 4 to the power 2 is equals to 4 to the power, division gets converted into subtraction, it will become 3 minus 2 which is equals to 4 to the power. Okay, so this I just discussed with you, and this is also if you have a to the power minus 3, then it will become a to the power plus 3 when we converts it. रेसिप्रोकल ज़्यादा हार्ड चीज़ नहीं है. यदि हमारे पास कोई नंबर है 2 to the power 3 to the power minus 3, so what is in the denominator? If nothing is there in the denominator, it is 1, and when we change it, it will become 1 will go to the numerator and this will go come to the denominator, but doing this the sign will get changed, the minus will become plus, so that is called reciprocal. So this is the one of the laws of indices. So please, I hope you can solve this assignment. लॉगरिथम सबसे बढ़िया टॉपिक होने वाला है, तो लॉगरिथम को अच्छे से अंडरस्टैंड करने के लिए आपने ये न्यूमेरिकल्स करने हैं, ये सारे इंडाइसेस के फॉर्मूलाज जो है उसे लर्न करना है. यदि आप ये कर लेंगे, so I assure you logarithm will become most easy topic for you, and then the physics is as usual become most easy and wonderful. So please be tuned with Acharya's Academy, learn the basics of math which are useful in your subject called physics, which most of the time we think it very hard and tricky. It's not hard and tricky, it is very interesting and easy subject, just you have to learn these basics. So thank you very much.